That was a good idea. We're getting fancy here. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we are talking about the Oscar nominations, the Best Picture nominations. There's 9 movies nominated for Best Picture, and I haven't seen one of them, Parasite. So I'm not gonna talk about that a lot because I haven't seen it. I don't think it's out in the UK yet. It's out in America and some other places, but not in the UK yet. So let's get on to the video. Alright, so first movie on the list is 1917. Now, I saw 1917 a few days ago when it came out in the UK. This movie is just amazing. It's brilliant, the way it's shot, the cinematography, the story. I love the story. The characters, even though a lot of people said that the characters are not that developed, which the movie demanded it to be that way because of the way it's shot and all of that. I personally loved it. I think it was a great movie. I think it's well worth going to the cinema just to see 1917 and the whole experience. So yeah, I think well deserved Best Picture nominations. If you haven't seen 1917, please go check it out. Please see it because you won't regret it, and it's an amazing movie. Next onto the list is Ford v Ferrari. I did see this movie. For me, it was an enjoyable, okay movie. I did like Christian Bale and Matt Damon on it. I think they had great chemistry and their roles, they were really good. But apart from that, I think this movie, it was alright, but I don't think it was anything special to be nominated for Best Picture. I don't know if it should have or shouldn't have been for Best Picture, but I think if I had to choose, I think there's other movies that could have been nominated and not this one. But that doesn't mean this is not a good movie. I think it still is a good movie. It's just for Best Picture nomination, I don't think it should have been here. There's other movies that could have been here. Alright, next onto our list is Joker. And Joker is one of my favorite movies of the year. It was so good. It was just amazing. Joaquin Phoenix was great. The story I loved. I loved the whole way that it was shot. It was just, the cinematography was great. It was really, really amazing. I loved Robert De Niro on it as well. Kind of like an Easter egg of like the King of Comedy and like other Martin Scorsese movies that this movie is based on. A lot of people said that this movie looks a lot like the King of Comedy, and which it does. It just borrows a lot of things, and a lot of people said this movie is nothing special. For me, it was amazing, and just Joaquin Phoenix's performance alone, I think it deserves to be Best Picture nomination, and it was long overdue for a good comic book movie to be considered for Best Picture nomination. Black Panther last year. Black Panther. So yeah, great movie. If you get a chance, please see it, and it's just amazing. Next is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This movie, I freaking loved this movie. This movie was amazing for me. It's Quentin Tarantino's 9th movie. What can I say? Like, it was just amazing. The whole story, the whole era, and then how it's shot, the whole feeling that the movie gives you. I know a lot of people complain that it's not like there's a lot of things happening together, and if you don't know the real history behind it, you won't understand why are all these things happening, and you know, like, how do they tie in all together. They tie it in together at the end. But it's just a brilliant movie. It's brilliantly shot. The performances are amazing. Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt is having a great year. Margot Robbie, I think, is amazing whatever she does. So yeah, if you get a chance, please see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's just brilliant. Next is The Irishman, Martin Scorsese's movie with on Netflix. Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Al Pacino. It was brilliant. It was amazing. It was a bit long. A lot of people complained about that it was a bit long. I think that's not the problem. I think it's just amazing that it's that long, and that's why it's on Netflix as well, because, you know, people will see it and will enjoy it more, in my opinion, because there's a lot of things happening. Yeah, 100% deserves to be considered for Best Picture nomination. The performances were amazing. That's why you've got so many Oscar nominations for the performances as well. Martin Scorsese's direction is brilliant as always. You don't need me to say that. So yeah, if you want to check it out, it's on Netflix. Next is Little Women. I saw this movie. This is directed by Greta Gerwig, who made Lady Bird a couple years ago. It's based on a book and it's a theater play as well. It was really good. I enjoyed it. The performances I liked. Saoirse Ronan, who is always amazing, I liked. And Florence Pugh as well. I think I'm saying that right. She's very good as well. Emma Watson, she was alright, I guess. In general, I liked the performances. I liked the whole movie and how it's shot. Personally, I don't think it should have been nominated for a Best Picture. I get why it's nominated because I get why it's nominated, but I don't think. Again, there was other movies that did a lot more, and original movies that could have been nominated instead of Little Women. By the way, I'm using the later case here for my Pixel 4 XL. It's just, I love it. It's brilliant. It's just amazing. Well done to the later case people. And the last two are possibly my favorite movies of 2019. Jojo Rabbit and Marriage Story. So Jojo Rabbit, he was just brilliant. So if you haven't seen Jojo Rabbit, it's basically like a fantasy sort of type Nazi Germany. And it's a comedy. It's basically like it takes a piece, basically. Pardon my French. It takes a piece out of the Nazis and out of Hitler. It was brilliant. The performances, the cinematography, the script, and the writing. It was just amazing, and it was so funny and so enjoyable. The little boy who played Jojo was really good. I wasn't expecting that for such a young person to be that good in the movie. Taika Waititi, who directed and wrote and also stars as Hitler in the movie, he was just brilliant. It's just amazing. If you have the chance, please watch this movie, please, because it's for young people as well. If you're young and if you don't know a lot about World War II, and this movie is amazing, and this movie will teach you a lot of stuff that you need to know as well. I'm not gonna spoil anything about the plot and what happens, but please, if you get the chance, see this movie because it is just brilliant. And next is, last one is Marriage Story. This is made by Noah Baumbach, I think. So it's loosely based on his own personal story of a marriage ending, basically. Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson, which Scarlett Johansson was on Jojo Rabbit and this movie as well, so she's nominated for 2 Oscars for in a leading role in Marriage Story and in a supporting role in Jojo Rabbit. It's just brilliant. Marriage Story was just amazing. Like, it was so good. The characters, the performances, the writing is just. I saw it. It's on Netflix. So if you get the chance, when you have some free time, please have a look at it. It's on Netflix again. It's just the quality of this movie and the performances is just amazing. Adam Driver is brilliant. Like, that guy is amazing. He can do so many things with his performance. And Scarlett Johansson, like, at some point in the movie, for like 5 minutes, the camera just zooms in slowly, and then she keeps performing that. That was just a great performance. There's also Laura Dern and a couple other people in the movie. They're also very good. Well deserved for Best Picture. Well deserved. And the last one is Parasite, which I haven't seen yet, but I have heard a lot of people like this movie. As soon as it's out in the UK, I'm gonna check this movie out. I'm gonna have a look at it. I think it's in Korean, so it's gonna have subtitles. That's something that it doesn't bother me personally. So yeah, please let me know down in the comments what you think about these performances and these Best Picture nominations. In my opinion, there should have been a couple more movies there, like The Lighthouse or Uncut Gems, that like they came out recently. Especially Lighthouse. Like The Lighthouse was amazing. It was just terrific. The Lighthouse. I don't know why it's not nominated for Best Picture. So yeah, please, if you have any comments, let me know. And if you have other movies that you think should have been, or if you think that any of these movies shouldn't have been nominated, please let me know in the comments. Like this video if you enjoy them. Subscribe if you already haven't. We are at 1200 subscribers at the moment, which is just crazy. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.